The recipe today is a simple one as usual, but it makes a really tasty, wholesome and warming soup on what's still a pretty damp, miserable day outside. So why not come along, join us as we would do in the courtyard and make a big pot of wholesome, warming vegetable broth. What I've got is a 500 gram bag of soup vegetables. Just bought them in the supermarket for £1.30. Easy, quick way to do things. Everybody else has lots going on at the minute. Vegetable broth really couldn't be much easier. Got a fairly large pot to give it room to cook in. 150 grams of soup mix. I'm going to add 2 litres of water. Obviously you can make whatever quantity of soup you want, it's a big pot. I'm going to use the soup veg which I rinsed a moment ago, but I think you do need an extra little bit. Certainly an onion always helps in any cookery, but I also like to add an extra bit of carrot just for a bit of colour, and it also fills it out a little bit. Then we've got the soup veg, which were rinsed. Pop those in. Little bit of a stir around. And also, since there was 2 litres of water, I'm going to use vegetable stock pots. You can add chicken stock, ham stock, whatever you want. You can add meat to this. It's entirely up to you. The beauty of it is an adaptable recipe, and you can make the soup exactly what way you prefer it. Basically, give it a good stir around. The rest of it is a matter of time. Let this come to the boil with the lid on, then we will let it simmer, and the longer it simmers, the better basically it's going to get, because the soup mix, the barley and so on, the peas, the lentils, will start to absorb the water, give off starch and thicken the soup, and then the vegetables will cook down, the leeks and so on will start to mix with the stock, and you get that lovely green colour that we associate with vegetable broth. That, folks, is about it. Can't be much more simple. The soup has come to the boil, and I'm going to let it now turn down to just a low simmer and let it cook itself out. The soup has been simmering gently now for probably about an hour and a half, and it has completely changed colour. You can see that the vegetables have cooked down, the barley and so on has absorbed a lot of the liquid, and the colour is the lovely rich green that you associate with vegetable broth. At this stage I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. I didn't put any in just yet. Give that a stir around and try it just for seasoning. I think that's about perfect. Doesn't get any easier than that. Very similar to the soup that I make back in the courtyard. Please remember, have a go. The ingredients are easy to get, they're not expensive, and you get a lovely big pot of soup. It's going to serve a whole family for probably about a couple of quid. Give it a go, and remember, Stepping Stones trainees, if you're doing any of these recipes, take some photographs and get them sent in to Stepping Stones, email them in or send them via Facebook. We'll get them onto the page and show everybody what you're able to cook from home.